So this one is based on the headline, Son 8 is driving me nuts. This is my unsympathetic answer to that. So, your middle boy's acting the brat. And there may be more to it than that, but he's sounding so hateful, I'm really quite grateful I didn't give birth to the twat. If he's making the other kids cry, stomping round, slamming doors, asking why, well, it seems you can't beat this. I'm afraid you can't beat kids. Here's a leaflet. Now fuck off and die. Well, in that one, we decided to do some haikus in part 2 to kind of experiment around with the form. This one was based on a particularly interesting quandary sent in by a woman who, despite having much sex with her husband, apparently came in one night and found him relaxing in a gentleman's manner to one of those dial-a-tart channels. There was a dial-a-tart hubby breaking her heart. So haiku 1 is a question. Nude girls on TV, and we have sex all the time. What is his problem? Answer, not very discreet, but men do tend to do that. Get over yourself. And then I thought that I would do one that I'd actually written a slightly more substantial amount of time for this. This is from my book, Into Temptation. You will see some of the artists trying to flog you stuff. Please do buy it. And when I was a teenager, I was sad enough to actually cut out some of these problem pages, because I used to read Just 17 on a religious basis. And under my bed, they gave away these little photography albums, and instead of like putting in pictures of Take That or whatever you were meant to do, I put in some of these problems, largely about the kind of, I really fancy inappropriate women, which is always a bit of a bugger when you're about 12. So I don't really know why I did that. Strangely obsessive behaviour. But it got me thinking. Why do people write into these problem pages? And largely it's because they're seeking some form of reassurance, often to do with love or relationships. So with apologies to the gay, wrinkly ghost of W.H. Auden, this poem is called Don't Tell Me the Truth About Love. Tell me it's all around me. Tell me it's all you need that lifts us up where we belong, as those slick old songs agreed. It's the greatest gift you'll ever learn, and it don't cost a thing. Yeah. Tell me that acid doesn't burn. Tell me that I can sing. Will I turn into one of those women whose only known pronoun is we? Like Saturday, yeah, we went swimming and we watched a whole Lost DVD. That's my life. And those moments complete me, while those tales often fail to compel me. Has that irony missed me completely? I think that it has, but don't tell me. Tell me that it might let me off just because it likes my face. Tell me it doesn't need air, or light, or room, or time, or space. Tell me that it's the cold white wine chilling in the fridge, not my bottle of Snake or Cure-All, not my piece of the Brooklyn Bridge. Will we ever turn into those lovers who you try to ignore in cafes, who aren't sure what to do with each other, and are faced by immeasurable days? Will the nest that we spent these years making crack apart in the wind and expel me? What if she's ripe for the taking? Yeah, I know she could be, but don't tell me. Could I ever get over the freezing fear of a time when I can't see or hear her? When I feel like forgetting to breathe if I hear of an accident anywhere near her? Is it normal to feel this about her? That I doubt I could ever forget her, but I think of a future without her, and I wish I'd just plain never met her. Who packaged love as the remedy for everything that can hurt us? Will this end with me drinking neat JD, watching films by, Jesus, Richard Curtis? Will I howl in municipal places like a junkie in need of a hit, surrounded by miserable faces and not really giving a shit? Am I realist, deluded, asleep or awake? Can I hide this, abide this, preserve this? Is this too much to take? Is there too much at stake? Is my table so full I deserve this? Can I say we'll be happy together? Will the things that I cling to repel me? How close can you get to forever? Who knows? You don't know, so don't tell me. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was one of the slightly more serious ones. So I'm going to do two that were just making me grin last night as I tapped out some filth after the gig. This one's headline, possibly also submitted by Tim Wells, was I Found Them Naked. And this was, the one that I liked about this thing was that it started off, my boyfriend and I used to be sex buddies. And I was like, oh, that's really cute. Is that what we're calling it these days? It was friends with benefits for us. Is fuck buddies suddenly too rude? I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, these guys were sex buddies, which sounds very cozy to me. But then it all went wrong. Excellent. So yeah, the longer version of this one was I found them naked. Sex buddies we two used to be. all muddled up, cuddly and free. But we did it so much you got used to my touch and you swore that you'd only sex me. I had sex and a buddy for free. I was planning our wedding with glee. But tonight I got back and I found in the sack not 2 of you, no, there are 3. But don't worry, my love, we're not through. It's quite hot watching you with those 2. Sex and sodomy, frolic, shit, monogamy's bollocks, I'm having that one after you. And this one, in homage to the Sun's pages, and James Mackay may be doing a more sophisticated version of this later. I really don't think you can actually get more lowest common denominator than what I did with this one, fair dues. A lot of people seem to have committed these indiscretions on their birthdays. They're just endlessly fascinating. Like, why is it always, is it just one night a year you decide to go out and have sex with everybody in Leeds or something? What the hell goes on in these people saying, my birthday, I was suddenly granted immunity. Yeah, tell that to the cops, great. Dear Deirdre, my birthday night went with a bang. I got tanked, I got tight, and I bagged my mate's man. She couldn't make it, stuck at home with the flu, so I made him instead. What the hell should I do? Dear Deirdre, I swear it was better than porn. I stripped off on the couch and he rode me till dawn. I was off at first light with no breakfast or note, but I did leave him something, my sister's best coat, which I'd worn for the party. Now I can't reach the lad, it's the latest from ASOS, she'll be so bloody mad. Turns out he left me his own souvenir. I've not got the results, but they think gonorrhea. Dear Deirdre, God help me, my period's late. I can't tell my sister, I can't tell my mate. I kept it hush-hush so she wouldn't be bitter, but that's kind of been fucked since you put it on Twitter. And she says when she sees me, she'll set fire to my hair. I pulled out the extensions, so I don't really care. And writing this much, it ain't really my style. Soz Deirdre, we're going on Jeremy Kyle. Daytime TV, one of the main folks being in the So again, this is one that I actually thought worth publishing, which goes to say some of those definitely weren't. But you never know, there's all kinds of interesting outlets out there. Please God, I hope they don't exist. So if I was going, this is my one piece we're actually trying to offer any advice to anybody. It finishes the book, £7, and it's called Some Nights the Stars Are Here. This is me getting all hippified on you. In the evenings they hang like gauze, past the balconies and rooftop doors. Friends ahead of us, my arm in yours. Spitting street stalls forming soft applause, like our happiness deserves a cheer. Some nights the stars are here. Nights at festivals bleed through to days, strobe lights wheeling in the smoke-filled haze. In the hills the eyes of firelights blaze, cold ground throbbing in the baseline praise. The dark's colossal, but it's never sheer. Some nights the stars are here. Sometimes nightmares leave us choked and bowed. Pain can wake us, make us cry out loud, twist our sheets into a winding shroud, morning waiting in a weight of cloud. In your arms, I turn my back on fear. Some nights the stars are here. The past we're hiding in the tunes we play, the scars inside us help us map the way to lead us through the dark. The worn, the stray, the bruised, the hurt, the lost, we'll see the day, I promise, even if they're not quite clear. Some nights the stars are here. Thank you.